Welcome back to part 9 of our Fallout 76 2022 edition beginner's walkthrough. I do want to apologize for the abrupt end of the last part 8 video. Was not watching the clock and my 1 hour recording time ran out due to our distraction with trying to locate Jangles the space monkey. We'll have to come back for Jangles at a later time. We have been put on a quest to retrieve an egg for the scavenger there at the Tyler County Fair. I am going to go ahead and review where we're at. Still got 26 minutes of well rested. Still have moot fruit and some soup flower tea working for us, as well as some food options. Something I should have perhaps mentioned earlier when I mentioned how important it is to vary your diet, but I was saying that just because of the bonuses you get. But it is important to be careful that one bonus doesn't cancel another. As you can see right now, I'm operating under the effects of the pepperoni roll, which is a plus 30 carry weight, which at this level is pretty good. However, if I was to eat some Radstag right now, it would replace the pepperoni roll carry weight, and I would actually wind up with less carry weight as it's based on a percentage. So yes, the bonuses you get from food and drink do not stack. Instead, the last thing that you consume will replace a previous item. Well, that being said, the next place that we can discover nearby will be our first workstation. And it is right here at the Tyler County Dirt Track. Let's go ahead and get ready for our approach. And I am going to also take the opportunity to get rid of this waypoint for a minute. So these workshops are available for you to claim. Generally, you'll have to eliminate all of the nearby enemies to claim it. It will cost you some caps to claim it, but it will count as a successful event and you will get rewarded, usually with some caps, maybe a plan or a recipe or some food and drink. So I'll go ahead and work through this one just so that you have an idea of how these work. Well, it could be possible that a previous player may have cleared it out for us. There's a silver deposit. You can mine that. So what the workshop looks like is something like this. There's some aluminum. Don't mind if I do. And when you go to your menu, your map, you can see if any other player has currently claimed it. One consequence of claiming a workshop is that it does enable player versus player. So you can steal them from other players. Not only that, it makes you vulnerable to other players. So I'm going to go ahead and claim this unearned, and it's going to cost me 25 precious caps. So it does take a few minutes. And then what's going to happen is that a quest will begin to defend the workshop from various hordes of enemies. So as you can see, I'm getting a quest benefit here, and I'll get some rewards, some leather, a plan for a jukebox, that's nice, and some XP. Again, it appears this area may have already been cleaned out. If you go to the top here, here's some items, and if you're real careful, you can jump up onto the roof. Let's see if I can get it to work. I'm going to go ahead and that should help movement a bit. Oh, nope. The idea is to land on that pipe and then jump on the roof. Well, I don't know if we'll remain around long enough to complete the defend event, but it does become a buildable space, just like if it was to be your camp. So you can place machine gun turrets and other devices to help you defend the property. Adhesive, it's always an important crafting tool early on. A camera that we can repair, and that will be, ooh, a 10 mil pistol. That's always good. See, here's our event to defend. I'm going to take this little, some caps. Turn this radio off. Some more caps, that's good. See, it's telling us we have about a minute to prepare defenses. Oh. Disease cure, that's fantastic. Cartons of cigarettes to sell. .27 seconds. Now, like I said, the best option is to jump up on the roof here and be able to snipe down at any creatures that attack. It's generally ghouls, sometimes scorched. After claiming, I don't always hang around and do the defend missions, but it winds up being a quest just like any other quest, and if we do successfully defend the dirt track, we will get rewarded. Nothing There's a junk pile. We can see what can be. Oh, today it's dogs who may or may not be able to find their way up here. Let's see if we can do a little bit of sniping. We really haven't used much rifle action. Oh, here's a likely candidate. I think a torso shot should be sufficient for taking these guys out. Uh-oh. Now here we have another. Again, this does enable player versus player, so it's entirely possible that one of these guys might claim this workshop. And so apparently the event is to defeat 3 waves of wild mongrels. Here would be wave 3. And this quest is quickly repeatable. It won't take long before yet another wave will arrive. So we'll graciously take our rewards there. And move on along. Although I think I would like to take one more crack at getting up here on the roof. Let's see. My parkour skills are not great, but let's see what happens. Let me get a bit of a running start. Nope. Oh well. Now down here is a small farm. The dead super mutant. Glad we didn't have to encounter him. Oh, I guess I could have come in the other way, but we do have a crafting station. And with all appear to be overweight, let's go ahead and scrap. I'm going to get a little bit greedy. Get these gas canisters for steel and... So let's scrap all our junk. Let's scrap all these 10 mil pistols. We are eventually going to want to move away from our pipe pistol and move into for now, I'm going to go ahead and scrap these. Let's see, which one is the one we were just using? Oh, we now have a shotgun. That's fantastic. I'm going to keep hold of that. Here's our tactical. So that one looks... Which one is... So we'll scrap this one. And that brings us down to a respectable 118. Now, one thing that I did not do, which would have been a good idea, speaking of having a varied diet, is I'm going to harvest some of these tato plants so that we can plant them back at our camp. And moot fruit would be another great thing. It's usually pretty easy to come across. So if I come across any moot fruit, here's some more corn. I guess that would be better than raiding the corn there at the Wayward. Nuka-Cola, always a good thing. But at some point we are going to, even with all our scrapping, have to head back to our camp at the Wayward. Here. Perhaps conversation with this person.
Chopping tree after tree. We will make this place feel like home. Ugh, my back.
Okay. Wonder if we can share some of that wood. There we go. Thank you very much. Now, we were instructed to bring back an egg. Which will be, here, let me go ahead and hotkey that. Collect the egg. Did he mention being on an island? So here's our island. Our plan for this run is going to be, let's see if we can get the egg, swing by here for another location bonus, and then if we have time, return the egg. Oh, what we are going to do is this event leader of the pack. This does sometimes spawn around the Tyler County Fairgrounds. It is an excellent low-level event, and it will generally yield a legendary weapon or even some legendary armor. Let's go ahead and switch back to our pistol. And then where's our machete? So we got machete, got pistol. So, all right, we're joining the event. I'm gonna.
Priority alert. Looks like those damn wolves are on the hunt again. Forest Watch has spotted multiple packs.
I'm gonna go ahead and that's highlighted. It is a timed event, so we only have 9 minutes.
We need to find and kill that alpha wolf ASAP. Take out the smaller packs and draw out that alpha. Just make sure you bring a lot of bullets. That big alpha is a heap of trouble.
So we're going to start over here for us to start using some of the chems that we've come across, because at an early level this can be a dangerous fight. I'm going to go ahead and hide for a second. I'm going to take some psycho, and I don't see that we have any buff out. Or do we? Oh, and some buff out. And then we better eat and drink real quick. I'm going to take a Nuka-Cola. All right. Let's see how we do. There'll be a swarm of probably 4, maybe 5 wolves, and they can definitely get on you quick. One of which will be a legendary. Okay, it's time to go melee. There we did. Unfortunately, it's not something at this moment. back to our pistol. Reload. Uh-oh. This is gonna be tough. Stop that. Come on, Mr. Fumblefingers.
Damn you. I got to.
Okay. Where are you at? Who's shooting? Maybe she's shooting at those wolves, which would be okay. Oh, that's us. Bad timing on my part. Yes.
This is worth it.
I don't believe we are gonna get this done in before time runs out to get the full event bonus. All right. That is going to be helpful. I thought I saw a medic's pipe pistol there. There we go. Oh, VATS crits. Well, maybe not so helpful after all. Okay, next. Follow this next way marker this way. Oh, here. We definitely want to reload. Go. Yes, only 4 minutes left to get this last pack. Oh. Oh, our chems are wearing off. Come on. This has been a great time to also have that well-tuned bonus. Maybe we can get some. Come on. Hopefully give us a. Oh, that was the. This is going to be tough. Where are you? Alright. And leveled up. Fantastic. Because, oh, now this is great. That we can definitely use. Because that is going to be one of our other events that we want to do soon. Let's see, how are we running on time? How are we running on carry weight? Let's go ahead and level up and we'll see which perks we get, and that will of course determine let's see. I don't see any of those cards that I want to use right away. I'm going to put a point into perception and hope we can get a rifleman perk.
Nuclear strike imminent.
Here we go.
Please exit the area at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your cooperation.
Which we are going to immediately want to add. So when we get to our next level, I think that the lockpick card will be the one that we'll pick. Oh, we have pick lock. Never mind. Let's see. There's really no need to keep it in use unless we're actually picking locks. So let's see how far off the beaten path this took us. Quite a bit. Because this is where we want to go for the egg. So let's try this route while we have time. I'm going to go directly south. I'm going to locate this. Going to try to sneak an egg. And then I'm afraid we're going to have to fast travel back to our camp and put things in our stash box. So let's see. We're going to go directly south. Come on. Now, I was hoping we would see okay, here we have the farm on our left, so we just need to go west from here. There we go, there's the tower. Ooh, some moot fruit. Again, that's one of the plants we want to plant back at our campsite so that when we do craft, we can craft a variety of drinks. As you may have noticed, now this is where we found those cultists. They belonging to the Mothman cult. And And we'll learn more about the legend of the Mothman and his cult as we progress. Let's make sure we're on the right path here. Oh, nope, we need to turn north a bit. That's where we want to go. Yes. Now let's see what kind of enemies we encounter up here. Often times it's mole rats. Yes. I'm gonna jump up on the. There's one, but there's never just one. Catch that one napping. I hear more. There it is. Now, this particular station, sorry, not authorized. But surely we should get the... And we'll get a quest for these. So it doesn't help us at the moment. Enclave Corpse. Giving up no scratch. Guess we better check out the toilet. Somebody left some gold in the toilet. Along with a clean ranger's hat. Well, I really thought we'd get the location bonus on that. Check out this military vehicle. No goodies here. So we'll move on. Let's go ahead and search for that egg. Pretty much going directly west. It will also give us a location XP when we get to the island up here. Now our trick is going to be to sneak over to the island. So we want to get And here in these little canoe launches. Alright. I'm going to go ahead. Better living through chemistry. Take a little Radix. And that should help with some of the rads. Now we really don't want to be messing around too much, because where there's an egg, there's usually a mama. And right now that is the last thing that we want to encounter, because it is a mama deathclaw. Time to go. Yes, there are some looting opportunities, but discretion is going to be the better part of valor here. And we're off. And we are back to the fairgrounds, which by now has repopulated with scorched. So we'll have a little more opportunity for some more weapons and ammo. But we're going to have to watch that carry weight. If we have to scrap before we fast travel, we'll come back to that workshop, as there is not a workshop there at the fairgrounds. So let's go back into sneak. Oh, yep, I hear the scorched already. Man, I wish we had the... This is when you're really wishing you had that silencer mod. But again, looks like somebody might have come through and cleaned up for us. Now let's see what he has to say about this egg.
You find me my egg? Now you understand why I didn't want to go. So you get me my egg or not?
Yeah, I got it.
Well, hello. That is a beauty. When they're hatched, you're gonna call me Papa. Here, those are mine in the bucket. Make the most of them.
Alright. Let's loot. These screws are good. Circuit board is good. Mentats are good. I hope we can carry this. Lots of screws. That's all good. It's not going to let us rest here. And now for Jangles. Take that bourbon, that's a good ingredient. Some cash. Chems. Oh. There's Jangles. So that's how you find him. You go to the middle. You'll see this is, it helped us that it was lit at night, but you'll see this dispenser. You'll see this ice box. You see that barbecue pit. Now, yes, we are now overweight. So we have a couple options. We can go back and scrap, or we can pop a buff out. Oh, where are you at? So much for being quiet. But that's, I think that answered our question. We're just going to take on as much as we can waddle with and waddle back to this. There he goes. More pepper mill is good because it has a gear. I really want to hold off on cooking until we can be well rested and get that bonus for everything that we cook. Might be wishful thinking on my part. Let's see what kind of scrap we get from these guys. All right. Our pipe revolver rifle is coming right along. Here's the infamous whack-a-mole, commie whacker. Can be used as a weapon, and there are actually some mods for it, but we're gonna pass. I always check the baby carriages just because, again, all kids' toys filled with lead. We'll make our way down here, hopefully scrap down to a reasonable weight. If we can't, then we'll just hit a buff out and fast travel. Oh, duct tape. Can't pass that scrap. Hit the bed for our well-rested bonus. Scrap some of these weapons. I think that's the one we want to keep right now. That's our 308 rifle. That'll work. A short pipe. Go ahead and scrap that. I want to keep the shotgun. Oh, here's a 44. As you can see, much better damage. But we don't have many mods for that, but that's good to know. We might keep that for a bit. Keep our shotgun, and we're going to scrap one of these. I'll scrap this one. Alright. And that makes us light enough to fast travel. So let's head back to the Wayward, where we can rest, sell mod, and then we'll call it the end of this video. And on our next video, we'll go ahead and take on the gang. All right. Store our junk. Let's just go ahead and sleep. One thing I realized that in my zeal to scrap, I have been scrapping all of the cigarette cartons and cigarettes that I've been collecting to sell. So we should gain back some health here. All right. Again, kind of an oversight on my part. It might have made sense to go ahead and stop at the Anchor Farm on our way. So that we could have gotten the well-rested and well-tuned bonus. But time is of the essence when making these videos, and I don't want the same fate as last time. So I'm going to go to the workshop, and let's see what kind of food we can craft here. So we do have some potatoes. Let's okay, we're out of potatoes. We only have wild moot fruit, so not one that we can plant and grow. It's not letting us plant our carrot either. And for what it's worth, I do like to plant in groups of 4, where I harvest 3 and leave 1. So again, watching the time, I think we have just enough time to sell and craft before we have to call it an end here. See, there's our pepperoni roll. Let's not pass that up. And again, this will be available until we complete this quest. That'll always be there on that plate. So let's trade. Let's sell some of these explosives. Sell these funnel cakes. I'm going to sell this noodle cup. Now we don't need the vodka. We only need one whiskey. And we'll run out here. Let's see what we can do. Mod up our weapons. See what kind of rifle damage we can start doing now. You know, I'm going to take a chance and see if we can get some Brahmin milk here. Just to ease off that last bit. There we go. Not going to be greedy. And I would urge you not to as well. Just take what you need. Leave some for the rest. Still sorting by spoil. There's our Brahmin milk. I'm just going to go ahead and drop these. Like I said, they can be used for fertilizer, which you will need to plant plants. Oh, should have sold that. Somehow missed. Let's go ahead. We've got a ton of wolf meat to cook. And make some boiled water.